All right, y'all.
That's it.
Kamish is out.
That's what you got?
Kamish is out. I mean, I don't even want to talk today. I'm out. I got eliminated. It hurts my heart. The Mastro cousins
Are
had
they
a
not
deep.
brothers? Are they
No,
cousins?
yeah, they're cousins. Yeah, they're cousins.
Wow.
They had a master
I've been
plan
out
to
here just
eliminate
saying
me.
they're brothers.
That happened once or twice, and I didn't fix it. So
You
that's on
gotta
me.
correct me. I'm so
That's
sorry.
on me. Yeah, that's on me. But they had a devious plan. Frankie knew he was going to beat me by 0.12 to not allow me to have a bye week. And Frankie knew that he was going to go off with Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown, and that none of my team would be able to make up for it. And they laughed. They laughed in the shadows as this week after my elimination comes by, and I'm about to score 160 or 170 points, which would have wiped the floor with Michael.
A 30-point beat up for
We're
sure.
gonna be okay. I mean, what I'll say is the plan was a 1 year punt. So it hurts, but next year should be better.
Hey, you're here. Yeah, just to kind of even like recap that a little bit. Also,
Oh, it hurts.
I'm also out, so we're both losers in the first round, but I kind of expected to lose, so I'm not really too beat up about it. I
The
literally
host and the co-host, the commish and the co-commish.
got I've been literally
Why do we even have a channel? Why are
I
we
gotta
even
cross
doing this? We're not
exactly.
even good.
We're frauds. We'll hand it over to someone else that is actually good at fantasy football because I don't know what I'm doing. So,
Oh, it hurts.
but that's the beauty of fantasy football, you know.
I hate it.
I would say, I've been reading a lot of things of like, is there luck to fantasy football? And I definitely agree that there is luck, but you gotta have to build your roster in a way where you're able to like make good start sits, but sometimes it's just like it's in the football god's hands, It just kind of does its thing. You do your best to have the best team. And sometimes it works. Like for a good example, like Jose's team's always a juggernaut. He's not getting lucky. He has that roster and it's just built for success.
It's got that old man roster.
Exactly. So, you know, but I think there's a little bit of luck that goes to it. I don't know if it's per se skill, but you just got to make sure you're paying attention to everybody that's on your roster because they could pop off, and you could start them. So that's just the
Yeah,
truth there.
like Jared Goff, who never scores more than 26 points, scores 41 points.
But
Yeah.
we knew Jared Goff was going to have a good game that game. It was a Lions game.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
All right.
They've had 2, 3 bad weeks in a row. It was a Lions game. It happens.
Well,
But
now we got Ben versus Jose,
Dan versus Jose, and
which
already
is
it's kicked off already. 60
yeah,
versus 9. I
yeah,
haven't really looked too much at anything, honestly. So
it's looking to be a good old slap fest. I mean, to be honest, it's
yeah,
not that bad.
it actually is not that bad, honestly. I am just kind of just looking at it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh Everyone's hitting average numbers. Kamara's a little low, so that helps Ben. Ben's gonna need what happened last week. He's gonna need, well, the fact that Baker is playing the Jacksonville Jaguars is gonna be another back and forth. Jordan Love against Carolina is scary. That's a trap game of all trap games. I mean, here's the thing. They stink against good offenses. They're amazing against bad offenses. What is Green Bay? Is Green Bay a good offense or is Green Bay a bad offense? I guess we're going to figure it out this week because if you look at Carolina's, season games, you know, Cowboys, Dak Prescott, 30 something points, CD Lamb, high 20 points. You could do that with all the really good teams that they went against, but every crap team they went against, they annihilated the quarterback. They annihilated the quarterback, they annihilated the running back, and basically a combined 18 to 20 points between the starting quarterback and starting wide receiver. So I think Ben's survival is on if Jordan Love, is he good or is he not good? You see against Kansas City, he scored nearly 30 points. So is he going to have one of those games? Or is Carolina going to put up the freaking steel curtain and shut him down?
Yeah,
Him having Jonathan
Ben needs
Taylor
some
back
serious help.
could be a great thing,
He,
right? JT could be a great thing for him, but also he
and
just
Zach
came
Moss
back,
is
so is he?
Zach Moss is out too, so he's getting the carries.
Yeah,
He's gonna get all of the work.
he's getting the carries. They did entrust. They just picked up somebody. Who was it?
I don't know who was it.
The third stringer is a name that everybody knows.
Oh, Trey Sermon.
Sermon, yeah. And he had a pretty good game,
Yeah,
when he got the opportunity to run the ball. So, I mean, who the heck is E. Higgins?
Elijah Higgins.
Yeah,
Ben is
it's looking
struggling.
tough.
I
It's
will, I
looking
will,
tough.
yeah. I was gonna say the top four people here, like Jordan Love, Jonathan Taylor, Josh Jacobs, and Justin Jefferson, definitely need a ball out. Trey McBride also is no one to sleep.
Yeah,
He's been absolutely insane.
yeah.
So Adam Thielen's been kind of like a dud. I think he's gonna give you your usual, yeah, like your, it's just so gross. It's just
If he can double digit for you,
this guy really has nobody else, huh?
yeah. You got to hope. You got to hope that the bottom of your roster gets double digits, and then you got to hope that the top of your roster balls out, and then that something happens to Jose.
Wow, he had DeMarcus Robinson, but who's really starting DeMarcus Robinson?
Yeah, no one,
It's
no
really
one. I mean,
interesting that
if Ben makes it past this round, he has to start DeMarcus Robinson from here on out.
I would honestly probably do some Chris Rodriguez over Elijah Higgins. What are we doing here? I don't know. I mean,
No, I mean,
playing the double
there's no right answer.
playing
That
the
this
double
is
tight
just a
end.
bunch of
Yeah.
this is a bunch of juggling.
Yeah, no, for sure. So, but I would agree with you. Like I would say, Jose's players, I feel like they actually underperformed in regards to like the projection, like Kyron Williams -3, Cooper
Cooper
Cup
Cup -6.
-7,
Yeah,
Kamara -7, and then the only one that did it over was Matthew Stafford. So very interesting. So, but the projections are still very off. So I don't know. Ben's team needs some magic for sure. He doesn't really have any scary names. Like you see Raheem Mostert versus Elijah Higgins. It's
I
not
mean, McLaurin could disappear. Kelsey could only have 10 points. Like those two things have happened.
for
But
sure.
Raheem Mostert has scored one or two touchdowns in every game for what, the last 5 games?
He's insane.
All right, so
And
two,
you were
one,
thinking
two,
about
two.
not starting him, you psycho. You're
Well,
insane.
I have these crazy running backs. In my
Yeah,
other
well,
league, I have Mostert,
he is a
Kamara.
crazy running back. Look at him.
I know, but clearly a significant amount of his points are touchdown based. Like if he has a zero touchdown game, then he's going to end up like Kamara this week with only 8 points, and that's going to murder me. My running backs are going to murder me in my other league. That's my
Mm,
only way of victory is
yeah.
the opposing teams just screwing up.
I mean,
But
this is basically this is like set in stone. I wonder what's the Josh Jacobs scenario here.
it's his first week back too, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's that time of the year. People are tired. People are hurting.
He didn't practice, so
Yeah,
he played last week, but did not have a good game.
yeah.
Well,
Who would his switch be to? Who does he have?
Chris Rodriguez.
That's for Ben?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, best of luck, man.
May the
Yeah,
force be with you.
may the force be with you for sure. It's looking like Jose is gonna move on. There's not really too much else to talk about, honestly, here. Like Dak had a bad game this week, probably will be decent going against the Dolphins. That should be a high-powered game. Christian
Should
McCaffrey
be.
is amazing. Cooper gets targets from Joe Flacco against Houston. Interesting game there. Kelsey has been kind of just non-existent. But I mean, I agree with you. The Kelsey McLaurin thing. McLaurin really got saved by a touchdown last game,
Last week.
garbage
Yep.
time. So
Yep.
Kyle Pitts, hopefully he does something. So I don't know. I really like Trey McBride. Hopefully he pops off for the continued 20 and helps Ben out. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But that's really all there is to say there. So Jose is most likely going to be moving on.
Yeah. Best of
Um,
luck, boys, but it
yeah,
appears as if we knew what was gonna happen.
for sure. All right, now let's go to Mike versus Mike. Look at that, battle of the mics. once again, have not really looked at too much. So only one player has played, and it was T. Higgins.
Kid pops off.
Went off for 26, that long 80-yard touchdown yesterday.
That's
Um,
two in a row, isn't it? Didn't he have a long one last week too? Last week he had two
I don't know if he
touchdowns.
had a long one, but he had two touchdowns. Well,
Yeah,
the second touchdown was actually pretty ridiculous. So it was
yeah,
kind of long. This one was like the longest of his career, though, was an 80-yard touchdown.
yeah. I'll tell you this. Mastro, Mike Mastro is doing exactly what everyone prays for. He is peaking at the right time.
Hmm.
So, you know, I had a particular envision of the playoffs before I got eliminated, and now I'm in a place where Mike Mastro might do it all. He might even take down Jose. I don't know.
Which should be
We'll
pretty
see what
wild.
happens.
All right, let's look at here. We got Brock Purdy versus Jared Goff, pretty evenly matched. Wow, very evenly matched, apparently. 19.79 to 19.35. I think that's very clear here. But Brock Purdy definitely has that, I would say, tougher matchup with Baltimore. Should be an interesting game for sure on Monday night.
Yeah,
Two heavyweight teams going at it. Two great defenses, two great offenses. So who knows how it's really going to go. I projected it is going to be competitive more around like the maybe in the high teens and low 20s, but you never really know because the Niners
I would
really
love that.
always go crazy. So
I'd be very happy for a 17-20 game. That would be
what about,
the
would you be happy about like a 24-28 game?
no.
Okay, there you have it. So we need
That's
one
too
more
many points
upset.
on the board for the people that I need to lose. Sorry, Mike Miro, but I need San Fran and Baltimore to suck.
And you gave him Brock Purdy too, correct? For
I
a
did.
first, second, and third. So
I
hey,
did.
the trades Mike's making, it's been working out. So we'll see. Saquon Barkley versus the Eagles. Saquon has been pretty much like up and down this whole season. Hopefully he can get it together in a divisional game. That's what everybody always hopes for. Um,
The Eagles are going to pass funnel the Giants. So they're going to try to shut down Saquon Barkley. And if the Gabagool, if he throws a touchdown, then they'll change up their defense. But until he proves that he can score a touchdown through the air against them, I don't assume good things for Saquon. Unless Saquon gets a nice screen pass, out in the flats and he breaks it. I don't think he's gonna have a big rushing game.
well, yeah, a big rushing game last week. 23 before, 6. So he goes every other. So he is in line for a big game if you want to do the analytical way.
Best
Um,
of luck.
Pacheco is back. We love that.
Yeah, that's big.
Big name for Mike. Why is this
Yep.
Monday at 1? Is there two Monday games?
Yeah, there are.
There are a lot of Monday games. There's a fourth.
Yep.
Wow, I'm sleeping this week. I got kicked out, like I was telling you before we even started recording. I got kicked out of all my playoffs, so I'm very much not looking at anything because I'm sad. So,
You just when you get
um,
to that point, you're just like you hold the remote. The remote's a little heavier, and
just says
the
that's
phone's a little heavier, and
why is there so many Monday games? What is that about?
it's because of the holiday. There's only what, two Christmas. Oh wait, yeah. There's all Christmas Day games, so they're trying to ramp up football on Christmas Day. I think there's only two games tonight or three.
Two games tonight.
Is today like the three stack, like the Saturday?
Today's Sunday.
Yeah, I know. Isn't
No,
it like so they
today's
had two
today's
games? They
normal
had a game
football
on
Sunday.
Thursday. How many games?
Normal football Sunday. So one, two, three, four,
Oh,
five, six 1 o'clocks. One, two, three 4 o'clocks. One
and three
Monday.
Monday games?
Yeah, I know. I feel like we've had a bajillion games. How are they
Yeah,
making?
that's
Oh,
actually
because
kind of wild.
no one has a bye week. That's why everyone's back.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
That's
It's
kind
just
of
wild because they had the Thursday game. They had two yesterday.
yeah, I know.
So that's three out of the way. And then three on a Monday. You just assume that Sunday's gonna have less games. But
Wow,
I didn't make the schedule.
we're gonna be watching a lot of football. That's pretty amazing. I was not expecting that.
Put a nice body-sized dent in my couch.
Hmm. That should be fun. I'm excited. I did not know that at all, so that should be cool. All right, back to Mike's team here to the left. because the Mike versus Mike battle.
I'll tell you the running back battle is pretty legit. I
I
think
would,
the only loose cog is Walker's, injury.
yeah, I saw that yesterday. Popped up again.
Yeah. I don't know if it's more of like he actually aggravated it or if the coaching staff has just come to this conclusion. All right, let's give him Wednesday and Thursday off each week to have a healthy body for the game. Because last week he was an animal.
Yeah,
So
they're definitely also in win now mode, and they also have like a backup running back that isn't the worst. So, that also kind of, I'm sure that's in the back of their mind. Like, okay, we have someone that's reliable. I think Charbonnet has kind of like proved that he's not Kenneth Walker though, which is kind of, I'm sure, upsetting for some people who were really big into Charbonnet, but it's only been his rookie season. He's also been kind of banged up, so we'll see how like that impacts. That's like a true dynasty question, is trying to figure out like how is that going to impact that Seattle backfield moving forward. Not
yeah,
not for like this year, but next year and stuff moving forward. I've never been the biggest Kenneth Walker fan, but he always proves me wrong. So, but I would agree. The RB matchup looks good. Bijan Robinson scored a solid point 0.8 last week, so I don't see that happening this week. So kind of going from there. I would say the wide receiver advantage here is probably towards Mike Mastro versus Miro.
definitely.
Mike lost Michael Pittman, which has been super huge for his team the entire season. So that it stinks.
That is devastating.
And,
And I
now
don't
he has,
think Josh Downs has gotten any kind of uptick from his loss. So if anything, he probably loses space on the field because the teams can pay more attention where he is.
for sure. And Josh Downs has kind of been invisible lately. If you kind of just look at what's
Yeah.
been happening, kind of popped off obviously in like the beginning of the season, but
Yeah, your hope and your faith is like, okay, he's done it before. Can he do it again? But
exactly.
like we're saying, without Pittman, maybe the field just doesn't open up the same way. You can't find him in those windows the same way.
Yeah, it's going to really come up to Mike's running backs. He has a plethora of them. DeAndre
Yeah.
Swift, Elliott, Pollard, Jay Fields against the Cardinals. Is he going to get that legacy Justin Fields game to really push him over the edge? So I would say this is going to be an interesting matchup for sure. What is the
Yeah,
projection?
it's closer than I'd like to admit. Like
It is.
Mike has the great names, but have been kind of underperforming. And like I said, sorry, Mike Miro has the great names that have been kind of underperforming. Mike Mastro has these youthful and like backup names, but they've been performing, like Chuba Hubbard,
Yeah.
Dontavian Wicks.
Yep. Christian
So
Watson
it's like,
also going to be out today. So did Tavian Wicks pop up? And he's
yeah,
been, he's been pretty great the past couple of weeks. So
he really has. He really has. Green Bay is really getting this three-headed monster with these young wide receivers. So it's very interesting. It's very
yeah,
interesting. I mean, Mike Mastro has the edge with this
I would
overperformance by Higgins.
I would say I
But
still give him the edge a little bit here as well. I
yeah,
like the Ingram Hawkinson combo. Those are good booming tight ends. I don't know.
yeah.
I definitely lean
I
more
think the I
like
think
Matt.
the imbalance is that the wide receiver position because the flex, even though the names are kind of crazy, you got old vets who do it or who are supposed to be doing it, and then you have youthful guys that you're like, oh, maybe, maybe not, but they
Yeah,
all are pretty much doing the same thing this season. I think the scale tips towards Mastro because of the two wide receivers.
for sure.
Um,
Are Chris Godwin and Joshua Downs gonna get 26 points combined?
I don't even know.
That's where I'm
I
at
mean,
right
last week
there.
Godwin had a game. I think
Yeah,
it
I
was his
know,
first
but
time all season.
first time all season. So why is it gonna happen again? Like I just don't have that confidence and trust.
This is how I could see it happening again is just because the Tampa Bay Green Bay matchup is basically a recreation of the Tampa Bay Jacksonville matchup. They're both gunslinging teams with mediocre defenses. So I could see Godwin having another 20-point week, or he can just do what he's been doing all season, which is 10-point double digit game. Obviously, you need that 20-point swing for your team to kind of overcome this T. Higgins, you know, production. Um, I don't know. I see, the same way I was gambling on the Tampa Bay Green Bay game, I'm going to be doing the same thing in Jacksonville because it's going to be an over game. It's going to be both offenses just continuously slinging the rock. Both quarterbacks are going to throw for 280 plus. A lot of wide receiver points. That's how I see it.
Yeah. Should be an interesting one. This is a good one. I think this is going to be the one to watch. So, and obviously now we have Monday. I feel like most of Mike's people are going on Monday. So he's got one, two, three, four, five people going on Monday. So this isn't even going to
Yeah.
be decided today at all. So
Yep.
everybody's going to be looking at this. Luckily, so all of Mike Mastro's players goes today. So Mike's going to be able to figure out. Mike Miro is going to be able to figure out how many points does he need to win. So
Yeah.
what position would you rather be in? Would you rather be in the all my players already played and now I'm waiting on them, or vice versa?
I mean, it really all depends on what kind of lead I have. I think Mastro is going to want a minimum of a 65-point lead. You look at Purdy, you look at Barkley, you look at Pacheco, you look at Goddard, you look at Swift, right? So you have two high-powered offenses, three high-powered offenses, and then the New York Giants. So I got to be winning by at least 12 points per athlete. So that's even higher. That's like what,
Yeah,
74?
I would say even like 75 range is kind of where I was going at.
Yeah. So if you're winning by 70 plus points, you're feeling pretty good. If you're winning by 50,
Mike's got all the primetime players. Mike Miro. It's
yeah.
crazy. He only has one Sunday 1 o'clock game, and Mike
Yeah.
Astro has every Sunday 1 o'clock game. Wow,
So yeah,
wild.
Mastro's hoping to be ahead by 75-ish or more points, and then you're sitting pretty. You're saying, "Wow, I'm feeling good. I can lounge back, and as long as nobody pops off, I'm good."
Yeah, for sure.
I always prefer to be the guy with the Monday night games. I always prefer to that. I want to be the last one swinging every week,
Yeah,
even if it doesn't work out. Even if I know I'm down by 70 points, I still want to be the guy with the Monday night ride because I get to still vote and root and cheer while the other
well,
guy's just sitting
you're
there.
rooting the opposite way. If you're just waiting, you want the players to do bad.
Yeah, yeah, you want the opposing players to do bad, but at least when it's Monday and it's my athletes, I get to say, go, 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 and the opposing team does nothing but watch their team slowly get overtaken. That's a lot of fun. I like that.
Cool, cool. Let's take a quick look at the battle for what are we doing for this one? The
Yeah, the 313.
313. Let's kind of take a little quick sneak peek here, not too much time. Gabe Davis went off. Wow, he's no started George Pickens. I was wondering if anyone ever started George Pickens anywhere. Wow, that is so cool.
It's a big deal.
That's a big deal there. So
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs has been completely irrelevant. Can we just look at him for 2 seconds here?
Dude, it's so
Six,
bad.
8, 7. What are we doing against
I
a
had a bet
fucking
yesterday for his under. I mean, that portion of the bet hit, but
wow, look at
he's
you.
he's
Betting
he's really
against Stephon Diggs.
he's really struggling.
Wow. So it's so crazy these two teams are not in the playoffs. Look at these teams. They look good on paper. They look good on paper. And it's not surprising to see them both, still fighting for that pick right there.
Noah's team, I mean, I like Patrick's team too, but Noah's team is a scary team. It is young. It's only going to keep getting better. Pretty sure he has all his draft capital. I don't think he's traded anybody.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if
So,
Noah's done much trading at all, to be
no, I don't
honest.
think he has. I think Noah
Yeah, he's
is
got it all.
he's young, big scoring athletes. Noah's team is scary.
Let's look at Frankie versus Hangley.
Frankie made a couple interesting trades right at the end of the season.
I
I
love
don't know enough to
I love
I
the
don't know
Mark
enough to
Andrews
do
trade.
anything.
Oh
Oh, the
no.
Mark Andrews. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think he did that and he's punting, which is good, which is what he should have been doing. So
Yeah.
the I don't know if he listened to the podcast after we said that and when he was just like, all right, we should listen to the pros. Guess what? We're not pros because we didn't make the playoff. Well, we
Yeah,
did,
we're not even that
but
good.
we got
In fact, we tricked you. Your team is sabotaged now.
yeah, now your team is worse. So but I really do like the Mark Andrews Travis Kelce swap. That was a good that's a good future move. Way to not live in the
Yes.
present and way to get rid of Travis Kelce and also getting a big name. Mark Andrews
Yeah.
is going to be big coming forward. So, I mean, the projections here has Hangley winning. Frankie needs to sub out Marquise Brown, so it's going to be interesting to see if he does that. Uh,
Hanley's starting to veto. I love that.
I, I think he has to. Yeah, CJ Stroud's still gone, so
I know it's just I haven't seen him in anybody's starting lineup yet. That's pretty crazy.
Hangley's team with the come up lately. So look at that, 150, 154 last week, and he's been just putting up points. So Hangley's
He ain't
sneaking
gonna stop.
into
Hanley's
it.
not gonna stop. He's kind
So
of like Noah, this young, you know, team with a lot of juice.
yeah, and then we have the 11-12 game, Jack versus Sean. What an awful display of football that is right there. Um,
Hurts.
but yeah, I mean that's basically it for this. So next week we'll finally be able to crown a champion, first champion of the leagues. I mean,
Yeah.
my money is probably on Jose, but whoever moves forward out of Mike versus Mike, is gonna have to really, really hope for a bad week performance from Jose's team moving forward.
Yeah.
So we shall see. We shall see. Anything else to say, Brownie?
No, I think it was a good year. It was a competitive year. We got 2 more weeks, and someone's gonna be taking the trophy. I should have grabbed it. Should have put it
Yeah,
over here.
we'll have it here for next week.
All
Um,
right.
cool. All right. Well, that's all we got, boys. Merry Christmas. Enjoy your time with your loved ones, and enjoy some unexpected football on a Monday. So
So much football. So
that's
much
crazy.
football.
All right. Goodbye, everyone.
Stay healthy.